Hello everyone. Now today's topic is chemical properties of alcohols and phenols. So under this, very first is litmus test. So under this, as you know, aqueous solution of alcohols is neutral to litmus, means no change. But aqueous solution of phenols turn blue litmus red, and that shows phenols have acidic character. Okay, that is a litmus test actually. So now here we'll see this reaction with bases, with base. Okay, so acid strength of phenols being very low, hence it cannot react with sodium bicarbonate. Means your phenol, say phenol, I can write it generally AROH, is when reacted with sodium bicarbonate, there is no reaction. But this phenol, it reacts with aqueous NaOH. That I'll show you here. Phenol, I will write it like this, and here NaOH. And what happens in this reaction is this OH and H means water molecule eliminates, and the product which we get is sodium phenoxide, which is this sodium phenoxide. Now what about alcohol? Alcohol show no acidic character in aqueous solution, thus do not react with sodium bicarbonate or aqueous NaOH. Very weak acidic character of alcohol. It is revealed in the reaction with active metal like sodium. Means we can say here, generally if I'll write alcohol, it does not react with your sodium bicarbonate and sodium hydroxide, no reaction. But its acidity, its very weak acidic character is there with alcohol, and that is we can show with reaction with sodium metal. So that I can write here, say for example, if alcohol is when reacted with sodium metal, what product we get? Here, this hydrogen is replaced by sodium, and we get C2H5ONA and plus what? This your hydrogen eliminates in the form of H2 gas here. And to balance this, as you see hydrogen is 2, you have to write here 2 molecules of alcohol. And while balancing this 2, again we have to write here right side 2. And finally, as sodium is 2 now, we have to write 2. So now this reaction is balanced and sodium ethoxide is formed, which I can show here this charges here, say minus. This is the reaction of alcohol with sodium metal, which shows that alcohol is very weak acid. Means acidic character is there. Okay. So now next reaction we'll see. Next is say characteristic test for phenols, or I can say distinguish between alcohol and phenol. Generally, even we can say color test here. Means your phenol and alcohol, when they are reacted with neutral FeCl3, that shows color test. So alcohols, say first I'll write for phenol actually. Phenol is when reacted with FeCl3, neutral. Then see what happens in this. In this reaction, same way here, this hydrogen is replaced by Fe. So the product we get is ARO, and to the place of hydrogen we have Fe here. As you know, the valency of Fe is 3. So thrice we have to write, and plus HCl is going to form, but left side Cl is 3. So obviously here 3 HCl is going to form now. And to balance, even if you'll check this hydrogen 3 or ARO thrice, we have to put here 3 molecules of AROH. So the product which is formed here is, we can say, ferric generally if there is phenyl group, we say phenoxide. Okay, I have written AR. AR is benzene ring. So we can write here ferric phenoxide. And the color for this is, it can be like purple color, violet color, green color. Okay. So this shows color. Means phenol is when treated with neutral FeCl3, it gives a color. But this your alcohol ROH is when reacted with FeCl3 neutral, no coloration. So with this FeCl3 neutral, we can distinguish between alcohol and phenol. And next reaction, if we'll go further, so we have for alcohols, Lucas reagent. The third reaction I will see. Generally, I can say distinguish between alcohol we can do with the help of Lucas reagent. Okay, so for that, I'll show you one table here, and that will help you, like primary alcohol, secondary alcohol, and tertiary alcohol. When they are reacted with HCl, or if there is a HBr, or if HI is there, then what we write on arrow, because different condition is there. The different condition which I am talking about is, say, when primary alcohol is reacted with HCl, on arrow we should write anhydrous ZnCl2 and heat. In case of secondary alcohol, anhydrous ZnCl2 and room temperature. In case of tertiary, only room temperature. For HBr, we have NaBr and sulfuric acid concentrated and heat. While for secondary, we have NaBr plus sulfuric acid, but this time it is dilute and no need to heat. Even for tertiary, NaBr plus sulfuric acid is there and dilute. In case of HI, we have NaI and H3PO4 heat, which is for all means remaining 2 also. So this is one table you should keep in mind. So it will help you out to write reaction. Exactly what reaction I'm talking about is reaction of alcohol with hydrogen halide. This reaction we are doing here. So now we'll see some question on this. The question here is, action of HCl on primary alcohol, secondary alcohol, and tertiary alcohol. Okay. So I'll write the structure for this. Say primary alcohol is CH3, CH2, CH2OH. When this is reacted with HCl, so what I said here, that formula which I gave, that formula we should write, formula in the sense, you know, that table that will write here, that is anhydrous ZnCl2 and heat. Collectively, this is known as Lucas reagent. Okay, now we'll see the product which we'll get is CH3, CH2, CH2, and Cl, and plus water molecule. Okay. Now next, this is the first reaction here. The second with the secondary alcohol, if I'll write, so secondary alcohol structure is CH3, CH, CH3, and here is OH. When this reacted with HCl, so the arrow which I gave, that arrow is again we have to write anhydrous ZnCl2, but this time no need to heat, it is room temperature. So as you see here, the product which you are going to get as this water molecule eliminates, so you will get this CH3, CH, CH3, and here this Cl plus water. So the product which we got in this very first reaction is N-propyl chloride, and here isopropyl chloride. So we are done with primary alcohol and secondary alcohol. Now we'll see the reaction with tertiary alcohol. So third one now. Tertiary alcohol, the structure is tertiary butyl alcohol is when reacted with HCl. Now we'll see what we have to write on arrow. This time we'll write only room temperature, and this water molecule is given out. The product we get is tertiary butyl chloride and plus water. Same way we can do with HBr and HI. What you have to write on arrow, already I have given in that table. So it's easy now to write the reaction. Next we'll go for next reaction. Say we are done with, okay, next we'll do now. Okay, this is the question is, actually this time new topic actually I want to go for, that is reaction with phosphorus halide like PX3, even PX5, and we'll go for thionyl chloride also. What is the action? Generally, we want to talk about what is the action of these all on alcohol. So the question is, I'll put one question here. Action of, if it is PCl3, and second is say PCl5 and SOCl2, that is thionyl chloride on ethanol, what product will get? So very first reaction now I'll write here. Say ethanol is when reacted with PCl3. So we heat here, and If you want to get the product, generally what happens here is simply what we can do, exchange offer we can do. Exchange means Cl goes to the place of OH, OH goes to the place of Cl. Rest part I'll explain which bond breaks here. Just, to get the product in easy way, it's simple to remember. Here we get this ethyl chloride and POH thrice. But we have to balance this. So how to balance? So for balancing now we'll see here. As OH is 3 right side, so I'll put 3 here. Now your alcohol is 3, so C2H5 is 3, we'll write 3. And what is this POH thrice? If we'll open this, it is nothing but H3PO3, which is phosphorus acid. So we got this ethyl chloride. Next we'll do with PCl5. Second, now your alcohol is when reacted with PCl5, and that third also I'll write, that is alcohol is when reacted with SOCl2. So on arrow we'll write here heat, and here we have actually pyridine, and we write reflux. Okay, now I'll tell you exactly what happens here. In this, actually in previous case now, that carbon oxygen bond breaks, and here carbon oxygen and oxygen hydrogen bond breaks. In this means bond is broken here between carbon oxygen and oxygen and hydrogen. As we have Cl5, one Cl left side, other right side, here also left side, right side. So what product we get? The product which we get is, we get here this your ethyl chloride and HCl. If we'll try to find out left side what is extra, you will get POCl3, phosphoryl chloride, and here in this we have C2H5 Cl plus HCl, and we get SO2. So this is the reaction, and this reaction here is known as a Darjan's reaction. So we saw this action of PCl3 and PCl5 and SOCl2. We get alkyl halides. So reactions of alcohol, further we'll see if which reaction we have. Next we have is esterification. So that we'll see now. Next topic here is esterification. Esterification is formation of ester. How this ester is formed? When alcohol is treated with carboxylic acid in presence of sulfuric acid, we get ester, and water molecule eliminates here. This is the reaction, actually, this formation of ester. So even question can be like this also. How will you obtain ethyl acetate from ethanol? Suppose if this question is there. So what we can do, we can put arrow here. We want ethyl acetate. The very difficult part is to write the structure of ethyl acetate. Most of the students I have seen, it is very difficult for them to write. So for this, what we can do is, see what you have to do. 8, whenever you will see 8O8, that means ester. Ester is COOR. And what is this R here? R is alkyl. Which alkyl we have? Ethyl. So to this place, you will write ethyl, C2H5. After writing this ethyl part, now this AC, the meaning of AC is 2 carbon. Already we have 1 carbon, one more carbon is required, that is CS3. So now we got the structure of ethyl acetate. Okay. Now what? From ethanol. So from ethanol, ethanol structure is C2H5OH. What next we want here? So if you'll see, right side, this part is extra. Obviously that has to come out here, CS3COO. If you'll compare left and right, the byproduct which is going to form is water. And that's why obviously carboxylic acid we have to write here. And to do this reaction, this is done using concentrated sulfuric acid at 413 Kelvin. This reaction is reversible, we can say. Reversible in the sense when ethyl acetate is acid hydrolyzed, we get back alcohol and acid. That's why if you'll see in book, it is given, most of the time it is shown here like this, acetic acid and means your alcohol, and it is shown like this. And for the sulfuric acid, they have given H plus. One and the same thing, you can write the reaction which is given up or this, and CS3COOC2H5 and plus water, one and the same thing. Both reaction will do. For esterification, one more reaction. What we did here actually, we did reaction of alcohol with acid. One more is there, alcohol when it is reacted with acetyl chloride to the place of acetic acid. If we have acetyl chloride, we'll get ester. Means for this question, the question which is given here, ethyl acetate from ethanol, we can write or ethanol is when reacted with acetyl chloride in presence of pyridine. See here also you'll get ester. So the ester which you'll get is CH3COOC2H5 and plus this HCl. So this is the formation of ester here. We can do with acetic acid or acetyl chloride. Yes, we are done with reactions of alcohols here.